Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Adeteke Lalo and this is my rapid review. So guys, I just saw a movie and I cannot wait to tell you all about it. So now the thing about this movie is that it's been released since 2019, April 2019, but I just saw it yesterday on Netflix. And honestly guys, if you have not seen that movie, y'all need to go check it out. That movie is coming from insanity, and for me guys, I'm not overhyping this. For me, that's the best Nollywood movie that I have seen, really, hands down. And honestly, at this point, I can also open my mouth to tell you that this is probably like the most interesting movie that I have seen this year. Take it from me. I'm not even overhyping this, like for reals. So now this movie was directed by Akinyemi, Sebastian, Akinropo, and I must say that you did a fantastic job. And then it also had an ensemble of beautiful cast. I mean, it had the likes of Wale, Dakore, Akande. We have the likes of Damilola, Adegbite, Adefarasin, Adeola. We had the likes of what's his name, Odunlade, Adekola. Like, it had just beautiful and wonderful characters. And honestly guys, this movie was tastefully done. Like, I enjoyed it from the very beginning to the end of it. Now there are things I look out for in the movie, and for me, I can almost tick all the boxes and say that this movie did a great job. Now, talking about the opening sequence, I love the introduction of each character. So this Coming from Insanity is actually about a boy called Kosi. So Kosi was actually illegally trafficked from Togo to Nigeria when he was 12 years old, and then he landed in the family of the Martins family, and he lived with them for 15 years. And then now the Martins family happened to be that family was played by Wale Ojo, that's the father, Dakore as the mother. We had Wale Ojo as Femi, the son, and Damilola Adegbite as the daughter, Oyeka. So now Kosi, and by the way, Femi was such a douchebag in the movie. Yeah, his character was super annoying. And then Oyeka and Kosi actually became very close friends. They grew up together. All of them grew up together. And at some point, Kosi just got really tired of having to be a servant, most especially because, Femi was just a douchebag, I repeat it, like and so for some reason he wanted to go back, or he wanted to be free. He wanted to gain his freedom. Anyone who serves anyone for 15 years definitely should long for something like that. And so he has another friend, Emmanuel, played by Adefarasin Adeola, who actually he went to tell that he cannot wait to be free and be and go back to Togo. But then he was determined to go back to Togo in grand style. He wanted to just go back as a big man, but dude was doing no job like other than being a servant for the Martins family. So he was really obsessed about going back to Togo, not a pauper. So he was thinking about it. How exactly is he going to make money? He was obsessed by that feeling, and that that thought was consuming him. He just wanted to make money. And so he thought about it, and he decided that the next line of action for him to be a rich guy is to start printing fake dollars. So I don't want to give away much of the movie in case you have not seen it, but the thing is, it went on and on like that. And of course, he was being trailed by EFCC, and did they catch him? Did they catch him not? It is left for you to go see it. I don't want to say much about what happened in the movie, but I just want to say that movie for me is so interesting. Now, one of the things I particularly love about this movie is the fact that, and I'm going to compare it to another, or not particularly another, but like just the way Nollywood movies can be. They will say in Nollywood movies, some Nollywood movies, or most Nollywood movies, they would say the father is a lawyer. And throughout the movie, you would ask yourself, what law terminology did I learn? Nothing. It's always like that most times. But this movie, I learned one thing or two. So I never knew that, for me, I never knew that when you hold money, it actually sends some sort of signal to your brain. And you can tell, even without opening your eyes, you can tell that you're holding a note. That's one thing I learned. And, you know, for Kosi, he had to, you know, go on and on looking for that point where his fingers will send a signal to the brain. And you know, that was enabling him to perfect his craft of printing fake dollars. He eventually got it. And you know, I also love the fact that each of the characters were introduced early enough. Now, I always hate it when 10 minutes into a movie, you're just seeing another character and you're like, who is this again? You understand? Like, they just introduced all of those characters and every scene led to the other. Oh, did I also mention that Sharon Ooja is in that movie? I loved her character as well. I just love everything about this movie. I mean, for me, honestly, for me, I know there is really no perfect movie. And I was discussing this movie with a few of my friends who have seen it. And though some of them feel that there were some loopholes here and there, which, yes, I understand. There is really no perfect movie. But I so much love this movie that I've decided to close my eyes to it. Take, for instance, which, by the way, I love Gabriel Afolayan's accent, Kosi's accent. From the very beginning of the movie to the end of the movie, he had this Togolese accent. But the question is, he went to Martin's family since he was 12 years old. And he stayed with them. He stayed in Nigeria for 15 years. And he lived with the Martins for 15 years. He lived where the kids also, the children there were kids. And so they grew up together. So one would naturally question, how come you still have the Togolese accent for 15 years? But don't worry, I forgive you. It's okay. I love the movie so much that I forgive you. I forgive you for that flaw. I also forgive you for the fact that, I mean, Toyo was already in the compound. He was already in Kosi's compound where they were printing the money. And all he had to do was just go inside and bust them. But guess what? Toyo's boss called him and said, come to my office now. And Toye turned back and went to the office. Like, really? But it's okay. I forgive you again for that one. Because that movie is so interesting. I have decided not to look at those two mistakes of yours. I mean, you guys did a great job. And I just want to say, well done, well done. Like, there are few movies that are really underrated. And honestly, I've just decided that I am going to be singing the praises of movies that I feel should be celebrated. So take it from me when I tell you that Coming from Insanity is one movie that you should see. You had to see me when I was watching this movie. I couldn't, because I was seeing it on my phone. I couldn't keep calm, guys. I was like just jumping everywhere, and everyone kept saying, what is going on? I'm like, Coming from Insanity. You guys just go watch it. Like, this movie, for me, if you ask me, I'd say I'm giving this movie 8.5 over 10. Honestly. I'm usually not impressed by Nigerian movies or movies generally, but this one, Coming from Insanity, that's the movie. You guys, you really need to see it. That said, King of Boys 2. So you know how Adegbite, she's really been teasing us with, you know, by the way, guys, Charlie Boy is in King of Boys 2. Yeah, I saw a few of the pictures and all of that on social media. So that's also something we're looking forward to. Another movie that I cannot wait to see as well is Oloture. Yeah, I cannot wait to see that one as well. So guys, let me know what you think. If you have seen the movie Coming from Insanity, drop it in the comment section. Let me know that you've seen it. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what score you're going to give it. And if you have not seen it, what are you waiting for? Go check it out so we can talk about it in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed my little review of Coming from Insanity. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you so much for subscribing. Make sure you please share my videos and give it a thumbs up if you like it. And if there's also any other thing you'd like me to talk about or any other movie you'd like for me to recommend, just let me know in the comment section. I'll just, you know, watch it and tell you what I feel about it. Till I see you again. Bye.